What's up guys, welcome to Man About Cake. I'm your host Joshua John Russell, and this week this man is all about modern mirror glaze cakes. We're gonna build a 3-tiered mirror glaze cake and finish it with pop rock bark and some colorful meringues. Let's do it! I'm gonna start by making my pop rock bark. So I'm gonna make this 2 different ways. One is gonna be the one that we crumble up to go inside the cake, and then we're gonna make one that's decorative. So I'm gonna use some white candy melts here. We're just gonna spread this out onto a piece of parchment, and then we're gonna sprinkle on our pop rocks. The reason why we're encapsulating the pop rocks in chocolate is because when they hit the moisture of the cake, they're gonna pop. So as you're eating this, and the chocolate starts to dissolve, it actually will fizzle in your mouth. So they're popping. They're gonna pop a little bit, but they'll still be poppy when you eat them, I promise. They're so weird. All right, so before this sets, I'm gonna move them around a little bit to make sure they're all coated in the chocolate. It's still fizzing. Can you hear it, Nate? No, one popped right in the back of my throat. So if you just put pop rocks in the middle of a cake, right? The moisture from the cake, the water would pop the pop rocks. If you encapsulate them in fat, keeps them, they pop a little bit as you heard, but the bigger ones will still stay intact. You'll see, I'll eat a piece after it's set and it'll still be like fizzy. And your guests will be like, whoa, what's happening in my mouth? All right, for the decorative ones, I'm gonna put them over these fun, what do you call these? Texture mats. These are like floral prints. But I'm gonna marble a few different colors of chocolate and then we'll put the pop rocks on the back. Those are just gonna be shoved in the cake. They're not actually gonna hit moisture. These are the same colors we'll make our meringues with too. So it's consistent, right? It's like bubblegum and carrots, delicious. Am I the only one that likes that combination of things? Okay. So we'll spread this guy out. There's no real rhyme or reason to this. These are just gonna be busted up and stuck in the cake, like our man cake. The last one I'm gonna make just with pink and orange, so we'll have more of a dramatic color for one of them. Gotta use them all. It's gonna be the funnest cake to eat ever. Everyone's just gonna be like, ah! All right, I'm gonna get these guys in the cooler and then we'll bust them up and stick them in the cake. All right, we're gonna break down our 8-inch vanilla cake rounds. By the way, if you guys want any of the recipes or supplies, click the I at the top or get them from the description box below. Could you imagine though if you ate this cake and you didn't know? Like, what's happening? I'm allergic to this, but it's amazing. All right, now we're gonna fill our cake with blackberry buttercream. So what I did was I took some freeze-dried blackberries and I pulverized them, and then I mixed them with some melted down buttercream to hydrate it, and then we'll add it into our vanilla buttercream and makes blackberry buttercream. That is sexy right there. Actually, it looks kind of like eggplant. Eggplant and blueberries, delicious together. All right, we'll mix this up. All right, now we'll fill our cake. Start with the bottom layer here. All right, I'm gonna add a little bit of my blackberry buttercream and spread that out. I should taste it first, right? What if it sucks? Delicious. All right, now we're gonna put our pop rock bark in. Wait for it. That's so gross, you hear it? It's like popping like crazy. It freaks my brain. By the way, the pop rock flavor is berry. Makes sense, right? Berry and berry. You wouldn't put like peanut butter pop rocks in here. That would be really good, like peanut butter and jelly. Maybe steak flavored pop rocks would be weird.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna get this guy in the cooler to firm up, then we'll coat her in pink buttercream, and final coat her in pink buttercream. That's not pink, that's pank. P-A-N-K. Well, I colored it and obviously it darkened because it wasn't this pink. But actually I like it because once we glaze it, it'll look like pink patent leather. Yeah, sexy. We're gonna make our meringue decoration pieces now. I'm actually gonna do this with a meringue powder. So if you read the instructions, you have to make a simple syrup and let it cool. So I've already done that. We're gonna add that to the bowl. And then I'm gonna add a ½ cup of meringue powder. You could do this with just a Swiss meringue or Italian meringue, but I find that if you use the meringue powder, they get a little bit stiffer and they hold their shape in the oven. As I dump this all over myself. Maybe I should scoop it out. It doesn't fit. Oh, that's good. We're not baking. It's meringues. All right. And then we'll whip this guy to full peaks. We need to go a little bit more. That's a little sad. Ooh, I think she's ready. Yes, that is full peaks. That's what you want. This bouncy little hair thing. Awesome. Now we're gonna pipe them out. Now it's time to pipe our meringues. So I'm gonna take a piping bag and actually stripe it with some color. We gotta put a tip in first. Let me cut this. Come on, scissors, this is your job. To cut things. Well, I didn't cut it big enough, hold on. And the tip fell. What's happening?
You ever heard the expression, it's the fiddler, not the fiddle?
It is always the fiddle, okay? The fiddler's just fine. I got this. I'm gonna take a skewer. I have a little bit of pink gel color and a little bit of orange gel color so we can match our pop rock bark. I'm gonna go in all the way down. I'm just gonna wipe the color all the way up. Do a little, oops, a little more. And then we'll do one on the opposite side. And then we'll do our orange in between. This one's gonna be super colorful. All right, we got that bag ready. We'll do one for the other tip here. And then this time I'll just do 2 lines of color, so we'll have some that are a little bit different. So we'll do the orange. Whoops. See, that looks like a mistake, but it actually will be cool. And then we'll do a little bit of pink. Let's just kind of splatter this one, since I messed it up. There we go. Now we'll add our white meringue to the bags, and the color will pipe out on the sides. Squeeze it down. It's gonna grab some of the color, and we'll do our star tip. Now comes the fun part. I'm actually gonna squeeze this until I see the color, because I don't really want white ones. Where is it? Here it comes. Okay, I can see it now. Boom! There's no rhyme or reason to this either. You can do them in different shapes, you can wiggle them, you can swirl them. We're just gonna do varying shapes so we don't have all the same meringue. Ooh. No one? Nothing? Crickets?
So cool, wow.
You guys are so lame.
Neat.
No, none of those. None of those work. I'm gonna wiggle this one. Let's do a swirly one. Ooh, let's do a double one, like shh, shh. Like a Christmas tree. Super wiggle.
Super wiggle.
We'll do a tall one. All right, so we'll do the same thing with our round tip here. Do one wiggly. Beautiful. So now we have to let these cure. So you're gonna bake them on a very low temperature, 250 degrees for about an hour. Let's go, kids. All right, now it's time to glaze our cakes. All of our cakes are cold and our glaze is warm. I'm just gonna pour it over the top. It's gonna be super shiny. You guys ready? Spread it out. Yes, nice and even. Get the excess glaze off the top. All right, all my excess glaze is off. We get these guys back in the cooler. While the cakes are chilling, let's unmold our pop rock bark. It's gonna be a weird sound. You ready? Oh, it's not that weird. Just kind of, Nate, can you hear it? Ooh. No, I need to see if it works. It's pop rocky. All right, let's do this one. This one got curved a little bit. Ooh, that one's nice. So now we'll just break these guys up. Sweet, time to put our cake together. All right, now it's time to stack our glazed cakes with bubble tea straws. I'm gonna do them a little bit off kilter so I can add my meringue pieces. I did mess up a little glaze here, but that's okay. The glaze is it's very touchy. Don't touch it. But if you do, we have lots of decorations we can pile on this, so we're fine. It's not what you do, it's how you correct your flaws. That's probably a really bad thing to teach people. All right, now it's time to decorate. So I have a little bit of gold powder. I'm just gonna sprinkle over these blackberry. Thank you guys for joining me on this episode of Man About Cake. Remember, if you want any of the supplies or the recipes, click the I at the top or get them from the description box below. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave me a comment to tell me what you guys want to see on future episodes. Let's cut this shiny thing. This cake's popping.